Yo. What up, what up? Let's go ahead and set this up. There we go. My mouse is disconnected. Oh, there it is. All right, cool. Let's make this outline. What up, sports and stuff? Yeah, I know my timing on these is so later on in the day, and it's not something that I intend to do. It's not something that I want to do. It's just the way my schedule ends up working out. This is just the most convenient time for me to go ahead and do it. I can obviously do it later. Later is not that, you know, great for everybody though. What up, J Swag? This is gonna be color. You guys already know Pharrell NMDs. Let's see. We're gonna be doing this. I say this every video. Ideally, this is gonna be a half an hour thing, but it's probably gonna be a little bit more than that. I thought I was recording the live streams I've been doing. Turns out when I go to check, it's not actually being recorded, or even if it is, it's in a format that I can't open, so it doesn't matter anyway. So all the live streams that I did, I don't have recorded, which sucks a little bit, but I hopefully made some adjustments so that's not the case for this live stream, so that way I can do like a stream highlights, which would be like a nice little extra piece of content. That's what I'm trying to do. What up, baby Kyrie? You want me to do an off the grid version of this? Okay, why not? Why not? Why is this black? Here, we gotta switch this. There we go. Probably should turn this down. There we go. Peaks and valleys. There we are. So I was watching some basketball yesterday. First of all, I'm not sure what Oklahoma City is doing. I know some of the criticism has been on their coach, Billy Donovan. They feel like he is not the appropriate coach to go ahead and coach that team, especially that player, Russell Westbrook. A different coach, maybe like a Mark Jackson. That name is thrown around a lot. Jeff Van Gundy, if he ever wants to get back into coaching as well. That's a name that's been thrown out as well. I feel like, I don't know, man. Like, they have good pieces, obviously. Westbrook, Paul George. Besides from that, I mean, nothing else that really stands out. And even then, that duo, that combination is very streaky. Like, very, very streaky. Sometimes they look good. Other times, they don't look that good, you know? And it sucks the way that works out, but, I mean, that's just the way it is. And one thing that was noted, too, I forget who was mentioning this, but when we look at Westbrook's style of play, very aggressive on the onslaught, going 110%, 100% of the time. Eventually, Schroeder ain't bad. You know, I forgot he was on the team, but even then, okay, so we have Schroeder. Like, they also have, what's the guy's name? I forgot. He kind of looks like Jason Momoa with the tattoos. I don't believe he's their center. Point is, like, are you trying to be an okay team, or you're trying to be an okay team? Are you trying to be an okay team, or are you trying to be a good team that's going to win a championship? Because they don't have the pieces for that. And that's not to discredit them too much, because most teams don't. But at the same time, like, this particular franchise has had a very interesting route considering the pieces they had over the years. A few years ago, they had, at one time, Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, and James Harden. All three of those players have captured an MVP. Would they have been the same players if they were all together? Probably not. You kind of have to give and take. Steven Adams, there we go. He's a nice player for sure. But again, like, those pieces, commutatively, I'm sorry, man. Playoffs, sure. Second round, maybe. Conference finals, no. You know? It's like, and that's cool and all. But they need to do something to get beyond that point, because now they're wasting Westbrook's prime. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he's like 30 years old. What up, Brett? Yeah, and his style of play is so aggressive, so lethal, so 100%. There's going to be a time where he can't maintain that same kind of ferocity at the point in which he is. And that's like the big asset to the team is him. When he gets going, when he gets those triple doubles, when he's just playing like a beast, he's a good asset to the team. And when he's not doing that, I mean, it doesn't help. And this team has had a lot of potential based on the players that they've drafted. Well, up, Splash Man. They drafted Kevin. Well, I guess it wasn't them. I guess it was the Sonics or whatever. But man, they had at one point Kevin Durant, Westbrook. What is going on over here? Yeah, and we're gonna have to. Let's do this. This is weird. I didn't really plan for this too well. Actually, no. Hold on. We can just Come on, sheesh. Okay, there we go. See, I don't know, man. They had a. Was it a 20-point lead? I saw a meme where it's like they were up by a decent amount in the fourth quarter, and over the course of 4 minutes, they didn't score more than 1 point. I understand they were going up against the Celtics. Celtics are a good team, but they're supposed to be a good team as well, and they're supposed to be able to handle themselves in fourth quarter situations. And right now, it's not looking too good for them. So they got to go ahead and they got to make adjustments. Apparently, there was some news swirling around that the Rockets were trying to go ahead and set something up with the Timberwolves to trade for Jimmy Butler. What was expected to be part of the trade was 4 future first-round draft picks. What makes that interesting is that those draft picks are not, I believe, as by the rules of the NBA, are not allowed to be in sequential years. So it would pretty much take place over like a 7-year period. So it's not like they're going to get back-to-back draft picks or whatever. And even then, if the Rockets are a good team, it's not going to be a high draft pick. It's going to be like a bottom of the first round. So it's going to be like a 20-ish draft pick, which isn't anything too crazy. What? No, we're not going to do that. We're going to do this. There we go. And then let's just bring it over here. And apparently, whatchamacallit? Let's do this. Yeah, apparently the Timberwolves didn't go ahead and they didn't bite it. So that sucks. Because I believe you guys saw, because I'm pretty sure everybody at this point saw, that play where Karl Anthony Towns had shot a 3. Completely airballed it. I thought D Rose and Westbrook played alike. I feel like D Rose, I don't know, something about D Rose's play I felt like when he was in his prime, he definitely had more control over the game. That could just be because of the teams. As a matter of fact, the more I think about it, I think that definitely might be the case. Because that D-Rose squad that he had back in, 2011 when he was in the MVP? He had the Bulls, so Tom Thibodeau was the coach. And they had a number of good pieces that worked together. They definitely had a good defensive mindset. He was the catalyst for the team. Youngest MVP ever, still to this day. And I feel like Westbrook is a lot more reckless with his approach, which is a blessing and a curse. Because when it works, it's like insanely electric. His energy is just scary. When it doesn't work, it's just he's losing control. Like that song from Russ, losing control now. Like that's him for sure. So it is a blessing and a curse, double-edged sword. So yeah, apparently the Timberwolves declined that offer. I believe the Heat has also sparked up the trade negotiations one more time with the Timberwolves. Point is, Jimmy Butler's got to go. Like, for one reason or another, it's not going to work with him there. And we see that because the way Karl Anthony plays while he's there. The only good game he had is when Jimmy Butler didn't play. And that other day, again, when he shot that air ball and he asked to be taken out of the game, like, what? Like, when you make an air ball like that, you need to stay in the game. You got to go ahead and relinquish yourself by playing amazing defense. If you're capable of such a thing. And even if you're not, you got to put out effort. So, and remember, they gave Karl Anthony Towns that max deal. I forgot what the number is, but they gave him a lot of money. And what that signifies is that, A, we want you to be the future of the franchise. B, we're trusting in you to not only be who you are, but to develop into the player that we know you to be. I don't feel like that's going to happen while Jimmy Butler is there, because he dislikes Jimmy Butler so much. And every second that Jimmy Butler is there and Karl Anthony Towns doesn't look good makes Karl Anthony Towns look worse in terms of the court of public opinion as well as around the league. A few years ago, I think it was actually last year, when they were doing that poll for the GMs or whatever before the season started, it's like, what player would you want to start a team around if you could? I believe last season it was Karl Anthony Towns who had like the #1 vote on that. And this year, he didn't even get a single vote. So his perception is just being completely slaughtered. And a lot of that has to do with him. But regardless, when the Timberwolves pay that man that much money, that means they're looking to invest in him. And if they're looking to invest in him, they got to make moves that revolve around that. By keeping Jimmy Butler, they're not able to really go ahead and say that 100% that they're kind of locking down this Karl Anthony Towns thing, because they haven't let him go yet. And clearly there's friction there. Clearly something's not working out. Now, a big part of that too is you have to make the trade. And you don't want to just trade Jimmy Butler for, you know, something that's way underneath his value. But you got to get rid of the guy. I think Jimmy will work with other teams. I just think this particular, and we see it. Okay, so his criticism was of the two main stars, that Wiggins has no heart and he's in it for the money. And then I believe it was something similar to the extent with Karl Anthony Towns as well. Because he already said in an interview, it's like, these guys are extremely talented. So much potential. Yet Jimmy Butler is the one who works the hardest on the team, because he wants it that bad. And so far, it has shown. And it's not a good look. Not a good look on those Timberwolves players, the ones who are making all the money. Right? I think if he was on a team that had other star players that shared a similar level of ambition, it'd be great. I don't think that's the case right now. What are examples of those teams? Well, I think the Rockets, for one. I think he would be a great addition to the Rockets, because that starting five would be insane. Even though Melo probably wouldn't start, unless like they wanted to do that route. Let's see, why is this going? Because if he goes, I don't like how that works. There we go, that's better, I guess. Because if he goes to the Rockets, and if we want to put Melo in the starting five, so that's Chris Paul, James Harden, you could put Jimmy at the 3, Melo at the 4, and then you have Capella at the 5. That's not bad. Is that beating the Warriors? Probably not. But it's still pretty good. And for the Rockets, you want to keep getting better. Obviously, you want to win a championship, but if getting better is in the process of that, then that's what you're going to have to go ahead and do. And that's what they're probably willing to do. Because think about it. If they're able to... Oh, why did I do that? I shouldn't have started there. I should have started, like, up here probably. Yeah. Because if they're able to... If they're able to just survive this season, I think that's going to be huge. I think the Warriors, as we know them right now, they're going to split up like the Beatles, right? Somebody's going to leave. I think it's going to be Kevin Durant. And if Kevin Durant leaves, I think Klay Thompson will stay. Steph is already signed or whatever, and I believe Draymond is as well. So that'd be great for them. Now they'll be back to the team that they pretty much had, you know, with some bench adjustments or whatever. But the core, the main pieces will be there that they had back in that run when they had 73 wins. which would still make them an amazing team. What up, Craig? It'd make them a really good team still, which is awesome. Okay, we got to do that piece. So next we're going to do this one. Okay, gotcha. Where does it start? There it is. And because Kevin Durant would leave, he would then make whatever team he goes to most likely a championship contender. Because a lot of these teams are Kevin Durant away from being a really interesting team to look at. If my Magic had Kevin Durant, oh my God. First of all, I'd buy so much Magic gear, it's not even funny. Second of all, we'd be pretty interesting. Because we could use a guy who could score 30 or 35 points a night. That would help. That would help a lot. That would help any team a lot. I can't think of one team. What is this? Get away. I can't think of any team that wouldn't benefit hugely from adding a Kevin Durant. Look at the Warriors. They had 73 wins. And look how much they benefited from adding him. Because he's one of those elite, higher echelon players where wherever he goes, it creates a paradigm shift in the league because of how good he is. Which is crazy because you can't say that about a lot of players. You could say that about LeBron. You could say that about him. Anthony Davis is another player you could say that about. You could say that about Steph Curry, I believe, because of shooting. His ability just to draw so much attention to him is insane. Let's see. We got to do this part. There we go. That's why I'm excited to see if he leaves. If he leaves, oh my God. Because then the question is, where would he go? Where would this man go? The rumor mill is New York, which is interesting because I believe they played there not too long ago, like an hour ago or 2 hours ago. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that's the case. And he had a few nice plays there. If he goes to New York, what is it? Porzingis is there. Kevin Knox, that's the rookie that they signed, I believe. What is it? Hardaway Jr. All right, so there's not a lot of really crazy good pieces, but he is the crazy good piece that you need to go ahead and make a team relevant again. He's that kind of player. And I think he does a lot for most teams. He obviously does a lot for the Warriors. Him going to a new team, kind of taking control of that franchise, being the guy, would definitely help him kind of not clean his slate in terms of how people view him, but it would help. The longer he stays in Golden State, I feel like, sure, his legacy is going to be crazy because he's going to win a lot of championships. However, there's always going to be an asterisk by his name because of the way in which he did it. I think he hears what people say. He must hear what people say. He responds to a lot of people. I do not play basketball at my college. I don't play basketball anywhere. I'm pretty bad at basketball because I don't play. You don't want me on your team? I'll come off the bench, but I'm not starting. Definitely not starting. Let's see. Okay, cool. And plus, my college doesn't have any sports teams. I go to an art school. So it's the Art Institute, as opposed to a university where you have those options available for sports. My school doesn't, which is fine. Trust me, if my school had a basketball team, that would be the biggest waste of money. There's nobody. We might have one or two kids in my school that can play a little bit, but nobody that can really play. And you can tell them I said that. Trust me. Okay, so we need to go ahead. These are art kids. Basically a bunch of nerds. It's basically what we are. Okay, not looking too bad. Line work is almost done, which is exciting. We got to fill in these rectangles. What was I going to do? Oh, yeah, I was going to do this lace real quick. Well, I can still think of it. I'm going to do this. By the way, I was also watching the Lakers game last night. Yo, Lakers games are so fun to watch. And you know what I think a big piece of it is? Besides the fact that they have a lot of interesting pieces, I have to say the most interesting piece that they have by far is Lance Stevenson. This guy is nuts. He's so crazy. Anytime he does anything somewhat exciting, he's like getting more hyped than anybody else in the arena. He's jumping around. Did you guys see that play? It was towards the end of the game, definitely in the fourth quarter, where he made this outlet pass to LeBron. LeBron dunked it. The same time LeBron dunked it, he's like skipping in the air. Like jumping in front of the ref, almost hitting him because he didn't even see where he was going. I like that. Because it's definitely like a Lance thing to do. He's definitely a nice role player, but more importantly, he brings so much energy. He's got such a vibe to him. It really is infectious. Lakers basketball is back. This is the Lakers that we've been waiting to see for a minute. And to think we wouldn't be seeing this if LeBron went somewhere else. Because a lot of these moves that we saw the Lakers make over the offseason would have been made if LeBron went to like Philly or wherever else he was going to go. Speaking of Philly, LeBron could definitely help them out a lot over there. I feel like this season, like, you know, obviously Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid are doing their thing. I think Markelle Fultz is definitely the key to that team. They go as he goes. So if he doesn't develop into the player that he was supposed to be, that really sucks. Because think about what they gave him up for. They basically gave up Jason Tatum. Because they traded the number 3 pick and something else to get the number 1 pick to draft Markelle Fultz. And he still looks like he has a tough time shooting. Like whenever he shoots the basketball, I don't feel confident for him. I don't feel like he's like 100% there. Like, oh yeah, this is going to go in for sure. I don't get that vibe. I don't get that vibe one bit. That could just be me, but I don't think it is. But he needs to like find, I don't care what it is, find something within himself and just shoot the basketball. Just make your shots. Because if he doesn't develop into the player he's supposed to be, like the player he was in college, that is such an L they took. And they got L's. What up, Twisted? They took L's for years acquiring the team that they have now. Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons. They tanked for 4 years. And this is not going to like look good on them if it all pretty much is for nothing if Markelle Fultz can't just make a shot. That's basically what it comes down to. Can he make his shots? And more often than not, it doesn't seem like it's the case. I know he forgot. I still don't. You know what? I low-key really don't believe that. I think that, how do you forget how to shoot? We're not talking about like an advanced dribble move that's very hard to learn. If you don't do it for a while, you forget how you did it. We're talking about shooting. Anybody who ever touches a basketball that's within the vicinity of a rim shoots the ball. This guy played basketball in college, which means he probably played basketball most of his life. Like, so what happens to where I forgot how to shoot? Like, I think it's a mental thing. Like, that's what I really think. Something happened mentally. And I get that the NBA is a little different from college. It's definitely a lot more intense. Competition is obviously way better. You're dealing with grown adults as opposed to like kids. I get that. But I do believe it was a mental thing. You think he's trash? I hope he's not trash. That's disappointing. I want the Sixers to be good. I want every team to be as good as they possibly can be, so that way when they go up against each other in the playoffs, there is no doubt about who won. I don't want injuries to happen, and I don't want players to just do weird stuff like this where they're really missing the mark on their expectations and where they should be. Because it really doesn't make any sense. Like, this really should not be happening, but I guess it is. So, whatever. We're going to try, we'll use this tool. Nah, those edges are weak. We're not going to do that. So we're going to do this. Rectangle. Yeah, something like that. We can go like this. Yep, cool. All right, so we're going to reciprocate the same thing here. Yeah, like I want all these teams to be maxed out. So that way when I go to sleep at night, I can say, okay, regardless of the result, at least that was the result that was the most true and the most honest. Versus crap where it's like the Golden State Warriors advanced because Chris Paul got injured, you know? Like that kind of stuff drives me insane. Still to this day, I can't believe it, man. The Rockets could have been NBA championships, or NBA champions. James Harden could have been, I'm assuming he would have been the Finals MVP. The same season he won the MVP, defeating one of the greatest teams in NBA history. That could have been his legacy. Like, do you guys think about that? It would have bumped him up to be one of the, you know, greatest players in NBA history because he would have put that sauce on Golden State with the help of CP3, but he probably would have been the anchor. But no, these basketball gods keep messing with CP3. More importantly, they keep messing with me. I know I'm not the biggest Golden State Warriors fan. They were cool back when they were the three amigos and then friends, right? When it was Clay, Steph, and Draymond and whoever else was on their team. That was cool. When Kevin Durant went there, then I started to have a bad taste in my mouth. I'm like, all right, I don't know how I feel about this. And then Boogie went there. I'm like, all right, I'm about to throw up. This just sucks. And it sucks more because they should have lost. But they didn't. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, right? Injury is a part of the game. You can't predict these things. When these things happen, you have to accept that they are there. You can't just say timeout. Let's postpone this season for a few months. Get James Harden or Chris Paul healed up. And then we'll resume the series. Nope, you can't do that. But oh well. Because with the same token, I also wish you can go back, you know, through the NBA lineage, what's up, Precious, and prevent these other greats from getting injured and see what would happen there. A Grant Hill, Tracy McGrady, players like that. Heck, Kobe Bryant. If this man doesn't get injured, he probably... If Kobe Bryant doesn't get injured, he's probably second in all-time scoring in front of Karl Malone. Because he would have got those buckets those last few years. Especially on a crappy team, he would have got so many buckets. His last season, he would have went out in a bang, scoring up a lot of shots. His percentage might not have been the greatest, but this man would have given everybody the work his last season, like no doubt. As like a final, don't you forget about what I did. By the way, his new book released a little bit ago. I'm gonna purchase it actually later on today. I gotta remember to do that. In case anybody's interested, we gotta add a few more of these pods. I gotta go ahead outline the letters, and then the outlining is done. We can go ahead and fill it in. I'm gonna do this colorway, and then I'm gonna do a custom colorway, and then we're good. So hopefully this is not gonna take too much longer. Also, hopefully this is actually recording. They did blow a 3-1 lead. That is true. That was nuts. That was very, very nuts. 3-1 leads are the craziest thing, yo. Because I remember that season when the Warriors won 73 games, Oklahoma City was up 3-1. Remember that? Imagine their storyline. Because if they beat the Warriors that season, they smushed the Cavs. Like, the Cavs don't have any chance. Not against that team. And I remember it was an interview on The Breakfast Club with Andre Iguodala. He said that season, the Thunder were definitely the most talented team. That is nuts. Okay, let me just double check where we at. We got to add this, what would you call it, that D-Boss? Yeah, we're going to add the D-Boss real quick. It's the NBA, man. It's crazy. It's a crazy, awesome sport. I love it. Sometimes it drives me just completely crazy. Sometimes it makes me mad, but I love it. I'm so happy to be born in a time where I can watch the level of basketball that we're seeing day in, day out. Like, the NBA has gotten so entertaining lately, so good. So many teams are now relevant, or at least interesting. Interesting is very important because that's how you sell tickets. Okay. So we have that. Let's go ahead. Let me just double check. Yeah, we're going to work on these numbers. Or not these numbers, these letters on the top. We're going to add some color, and we good. So let's see where we at. We need to go ahead and do this. This piece. It's crazy. Besides the how to draw a video on Sunday, this entire week's been live streams. Because without these live streams, I would not have had the time, except maybe today, to do an actual video. And even then, today is just so much easier knowing I don't have to spend 3 hours plus working on a video. I can do this for like an hour tops. Because I'm so backed up with work, guys. Personal work, school work, homework, obviously. Which is good. I appreciate being busy. But at the same time, like, I go to bed like, oh my god, I have to do so much crap tomorrow. I can't remember the last time I've slept in. To be like 100%. Because I always have an alarm. I'm always having to wake up early. I'm always having to do something. Whoa, no. There we go. I'm like, what the heck happened there? Okay. It's going to pay off, though. Ooh, it's going to pay off. Mainly, I think a lot of this stress, this busyness, is going to subside when I graduate. I contribute a lot of this to school. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Let's do... Hey, come on. School just demands so much work. And I think at the end, because I have a job over at the UPS store, which is going to be crazy in like a month when it starts getting crazy busy for the holiday season. People are coming in. We have a line out to the door. People are bringing packages in. And at the end of this year, starting next year, I'm doing an internship. I'm still not too sure where. When I find out, I'll make sure to let you guys know. It's going to be super awesome. And just that alone is going to be a different experience. And I think me not being in my job that I'm at right now, me doing an internship is going to relieve a lot of stress. So, we are here. One thing I do not like is this right here. You see how like tight this is? We got to open this up a little bit more. Yeah, we gotta like get this down. I don't like that too much, but oh, and we gotta do the same here. Yeah, we gotta do the same here for sure. Just visually, it looks better when it's spaced out more. It's not so congested. Okay, so we have all those pieces. I'm gonna copy this before anything bad happens. So we're gonna go to Object, Path, Outline, Stroke. Make that all one. Good. We can go ahead and let's carry the second one over there. There we go. Very nice. The outline is going to be locked, so that way I can't mess with it. And now we're going to start filling it in. That should be the green. We want the greens to stay the same, of course. We don't want it to be like a million different hues of green. What is this color? Okay, that's just black. Cool. We can double up because it's not like a dark black. It's like a dark gray, really. What is this piece? That's the outer yellow. Yeah. I love this colorway, by the way. It's weird, but it also looks nice, in my opinion. Would you rather get $1 billion in one day or $5,000 every day? For the rest of my life? Or for like, I guess it would be the rest of my life. Otherwise, it wouldn't make sense. Here's the problem with getting $1 billion in a day. I would be insanely stressed out. Because are we assuming that people, like the lottery, like people know about this, where like they say, oh, and the winner was, and then so and so so. Because I don't like that. I would be so stressed if people knew that I won the lottery. I feel like everybody's out to get me. You can't trust nobody. What is with this? Ah, is that not closed in? No, it's not. So we're gonna make it closed. There we go. Rest of your life and no one knows. Jesus, that's a tough question. Well, I would have to do the math. I'm assuming I'm going to live for like another 70 years. So that's 365 times 70 times 5,000. Is that more than $1 billion? Honestly, I'd probably just get the $1 billion up front. I get the $1 billion up front. I would probably put half to like invest. What the heck happened here? That's a smart thing to do, I guess, right? To invest half. Problem is, I don't know how to invest. Like it's nice saying that, but I don't know how to invest, right? I don't know what to invest in. I don't know what's a good investment, what's not. I don't know how to check on my investments. I don't know how to do any of that. So part of the process would be to hire somebody who understands how all that works, because my dumb butt, okay, it's only like 50 mil. Oh, I'm taking the $1 billion. Only 50 mil? That sounds like a terrible deal. That's like a bad business plan. I think for me at least, I would want to take the $1 billion right up front, just so that way the stress of getting money every day, because for me it'd be super stressful. I would rather have all that stress up front so I can deal with it then. Alright, we gotta do these laces. But even that, I'd probably go insane. The question you guys are probably wondering is, KicksArt, would you still make videos? Man, if I make $1 billion in a day, nobody's ever gonna hear from me ever again. For like an hour, and then I come back. I would hope I'd still be making videos. I don't want that kind of money to change me. Although it definitely would. I'd be probably vlogging a lot more. Hey guys, I'm just here in Cancun with the fam. I don't know. You know what? A part of me hopes that if that were to be a true thing, I would like do some crazy stuff. Like crazy good stuff, I mean. So like, there we go. Like I would, I don't know, start a school or have like a thing where there's like a bunch of children that are in poor conditions that I adopt, and I have like this mansion and they can go there. But ooh, that kind of looks cool. That's without the outline, because I always wanted to adopt, because I always had 2 parents growing up, and I looked at the kids in my school who either were missing a parent or didn't have parents, and that's got to be one of the worst things, man. Thank God I don't have that problem. I couldn't even fathom like what that would look like. Okay, so so that's what that looks like, by the way. That's done. But now I'm gonna do a custom colorway. So the problem with this is that there's a chance that the colorway I'm thinking of could be taken already. Here, let's do this so that way this is easy. We're gonna delete this, and we have to lock this. Oh, that's just gonna make it a lot easier for me, because we're not gonna mess with that anyway. So all right, pretty basic, pretty basic. Now let's make a file. Let's see. Let's do. Did it not do the thing? I told it to do one thing and it didn't do it. What the heck? Come on. Seriously, what the heck? Okay. Wait. What's the point of me doing the... Come on. So, same fill color. Oh, duh. I'm so stupid. No, okay. There we go. All right, you're right, you're right. All right, so we can do that. And then we can do, I'm kind of thinking, what happens if we have these be like a, no, that looks like mustard and ketchup. Let's do a blue. But we're gonna have these pods be like a dark blue. Like a really dark blue. No, I'm gonna make this red. Okay, and then select same fill color. This can be like a gold. I'm kind of feeling these. This blue has to be different though. This is too much of a sissy blue. Ooh, okay, maybe hold up. Maybe we got. Ooh, hold up. We might have something here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of feeling this. Okay, we're gonna make this a little bit darker. I don't know. Let's go back to that original blue that we had. Maybe make that darker. This is like, I could waste an hour just doing this. What I'm thinking about doing, what? Hold on. So that way I can just stop. Lock selection, for the love of God. Thank you. Let's make this like a dark blue. I'm thinking about having digital. I kind of like that. Yeah. I kind of like that. Let's maybe even make this. Ooh. Tough. Okay. Ooh, ready? Ready for okay, the disrespect. Ready? We're gonna do this. How am I gonna do this? Okay. 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 You want to see a custom? I'll show you a custom. Oh man. Okay, I gotta get the swoosh right though. Yo. Hold on. It's gotta be perfect. It's gotta be perfect. So let me. What up, Aaron Brandt? Okay, let me just cause you gotta nudge it the right way. You know what I mean? It's gotta. This is gonna be so hard. Okay. And then we have to do this. Yeah. So we have to. How do you? Ah, there we go. Some small slight adjustments. Is that? There we go. That needs to be more in. This up here needs to be more like this. This one needs to be in more. Oh, the disrespect. You want to know how you make any shoe hot? You add this thing. Okay, but now we need to take this. Do what? No. Well, I guess so. We'll do this. All right. Oh. What did I just do? Okay, there we go. So much disrespect in one video. What am I doing? What, I get enjoyment out of this? Oh man, this is so funny. Adidas, if you're watching, I would still like an internship. Don't get me wrong. But Why am I having so much fun with this? No, but I'm thinking about soon having digital stencils available, so that way if you have Illustrator or if you use the website I told you about, vector.com, VECTOR, you can do this. But I wouldn't have them for free. I would have them for like $1 or $2 per stencil. I gotta make money, guys. Like, you give me a break, you know? And then... Oh, ready? Ready? Ooh! Oh my god. Wait, what? No. What the heck? Okay. Shit, what'd I do there? Okay, there we go. First of all, that's so disrespectful. Okay, and then... What if we just made this? We're gonna do white? No, we're not gonna do white. We're gonna do blue? Nah, we can't do blue. Oh, okay. Ooh, guys, why am I so excited? I'm such a weirdo. Why am I so weird? Okay. We're gonna do this. You guys don't think I'm retarded? Okay, oh my god. Oh yeah, okay. Make this, yeah, so it's got like a blur to it. It's like a glow. The site I said was Vector. Yep. Try typing that into Google. That should work. Let me go back to the blur. Apply new effect. Don't tell me what to do. Preview. Ooh. Okay. So it's got like a little energy in it. All right. I was gonna do one more thing. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah. Duh. So that's on there. Just to add some, you know, I wanted this to be a half an hour, but now I'm spending a lot of time doing this just for fun. I guess that's like the beauty of art, right? Alright. You should do a video where you put other companies' logos in. That's a good idea. That's funny. Man, this is funny right here. There we go. Get it centered. This is too funny. This is so disrespectful. Adidas, if you're watching this video, trust me, I do want an internship. Don't get me wrong. But that Nike swoosh, though. That Nike's... Okay. Guys, thank you so much. I might as well put this, but let's be honest, like, this is cool, but this is on another level. I wonder too, God, I'm spending so much time. What if we just made these gray? What if we just kept this and then made this like a darker gray? I wonder how that looks. Doesn't have as much sauce to it. I don't think so. Oh, here. Redo. There we go. Yeah, this is good. What up, Obey Max? If you're just watching now the live stream, I went a little haywire with this off the grid custom. This is so funny. All right, guys. I appreciate you guys watching the video. Alright, I guess you're Johnny. That's cool. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me just do one more. What's some typography? Do some typography. Yeah, we'll go. I'm so stupid, yo. Hold on. Oh, no, I spelled my name wrong. Okay. Objects, expand. Whoever thought it was a good idea to let me have this software was an idiot. Let's bring this out here so that way it can work in peace. All right, can I? Yeah. All right, so let's see. I guess it's fine. All right. This is so stupid. No fakes allowed. This is like every hypebeast stream. Low key my dream, high key not really. Guys, I think I'm dumb out. If I keep going with this is an interesting concept though. Just completely disrespecting brands through the abstract expression of art. This might be a series. I'm not even kidding. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you think of this abomination, this Frankenstein thing that we created. That's low-key fire. It's got a lot of good elements. I like it. I'm biased though. You can do with that information what you will. I appreciate the disrespect is real. Twisted, I know it's dude. Oh my god, it's so disrespectful. Also, this is like if they release this, I want a cut. I want 12% off every sneaker they sell. No. 50%. 50% off every sneaker they sell. Adidas, if you're watching, you're welcome. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate you guys. KicksArt.com. I got another stencil coming out later on today. Got another video coming out tomorrow. Possibly a regular video. These live streams are fun. I appreciate it. Hopefully I have this footage recorded so I can do highlights of this, upload it tomorrow as well. If not, I got to figure that part out then. Thank you guys so much for watching. Y'all already know that I'm uploading daily sneaker content, so with that